It's time for a new magic find journey, this time in the solo self-found league. You have chosen a Cold Blade Vortex Occultist. And to be honest, this build will be quite difficult to put together. But it's even better, because I love challenges. Originally, I planned to start my journey with Poisonous Concoction and then make a swap to Poison Blade Vortex, and on this version of the build gather the necessary gear to then make another swap to the Cold Blade Vortex. Because for the cold variant of this skill you need some gear, which is very difficult to get in the beginning. But all this looks quite difficult. Besides, this video is about a Cold Blade Vortex, so I decided to use this skill during the campaign. Perhaps it's not the best idea though. Well, what can I say? It's not as bad as I thought. Blade Vortex has pretty good damage even in axe, so everything dies pretty fast. But it's not the most comfortable skill. Look at its range. It's a real melee skill. So it will be a bit annoying at some points, but I got through the axe relatively quickly, although I wouldn't want to do it again, to tell you the truth. Whatever, the final boss is defeated and it's time for the real game. This is what my character looks like after completing the campaign. A real zero. Let's make a hero out of him now. First, I need to find some key unique items in order to make my build function properly. It would also be nice to find something for magic find. My original plan was to focus on the mechanics of this league and heist, because there is a chance to find these uniques I need there. But I quickly dropped that idea because it would slow down my Atlas progress. Besides, this plan didn't give a 100% guarantee that I would find what I needed. So I decided to stay focused and just run maps to finish my Atlas faster. After all, these aren't the rarest items and we'll definitely find them. Also, my gear already has some item rarity on it, which should help me with that. As for the Atlas, I have chosen the following strategy. Kirax missions to speed up my progress. Ritual, because I love that mechanic, especially in SSF. You never know what you might find there, and sometimes it can be a very pleasant surprise that will improve your build. Delirium. I need clusters, and the sooner I focus on this mechanic, the better my chances of finding the items I need. And of course essences, because I will use them to craft some of my gear. And I'd like to mention Meticulous Appraiser. Maybe it's not the best idea to use this keystone in the beginning, but I decided to test this strategy. Besides, as I said before, I need a lot of unique items, and I hope that Meticulous Appraiser will help me. And anyway, my main goal in this journey is to find as many cool and rare unique items as possible. Alright, enough theory and let's see what I was able to find. Not exactly the gloves I was looking for, but it's a pretty good find that I can definitely use. And another item for magic find. But unfortunately I can't use it because I need a rare shield with useful modifiers. Wow! Loot box. Let's open it up. I hope there's some shiny mage blood in there. Right, Chris? Exciting moment. Bad luck. Alright, we'll get it next time for sure. Now, this is just what I need. The perfect belt for me, which I found relatively quickly. And one more exciting thing. Hopefully this Venter's Gamble will be good. Actually, a pretty good ring that I'll be using until I find something better. Let's pause for a moment and see what my character looks like. Not the best gear by Trade League standards, but for the early stages of SSF, it's a pretty good semi-magic finding character. 24% item quantity and almost 100% rarity is a pretty nice start, and I hope that with these stats we can find the rest of the unique items for my build. No way. Nice bait, Chris. I was already thinking it was Unnatural Instinct or at least Storm Shroud. Although it's a pretty good jewel too, but not for my build. Not what I need. This is what I need. Another important piece for this build. And what we have here. The perfect gold worm. Awesome. It's not exactly a magic find, but thanks to Ritual for the useful item. I won't be using it for now, but I'll definitely need it in the future. Finally, the main item I've been looking for, which will increase our damage by several times. To be honest, I spent a relatively long time trying to find it, even though it's quite common. But it happens. Random. So let's change our gear. Now my character looks like this. Unfortunately, I lost some items' rarity, but I'll fix that later because on SSF it's hard to find good gear. But eventually I will put together this build, but for now I will play with what I got. Now I need to find these items. Then I can switch to setup with a bow. So we're going to the maps again. So far, I'm very happy with how my journey is going, and basically everything is going according to the plan that I made. The only thing is that the realization of this plan takes a little longer than I would like. But I am prepared for that because I am very familiar with the realities of SSF. I would also like to point out that this is quite a squishy build and you need to play it very carefully. So if you want to make a Blade Vortex Occultist, get ready to die a lot without good gear. Wow! My first divine orb. Nice! And another one. Thanks to Delirium. And here's the quiver I need. And that means it's time for crafting. I need a bow, and I'm gonna use this base which I found at Ritual. It's actually a very good option for me. Now using these essences. And I need to find +1 to level of socketed gems. That's it. Unfortunately, all the prefixes and suffixes are full, so it's not the best thing for me, but I'll stop here. For starters, it's a good bow, and when I have more resources I'll fix it. And of course 5 links or 6 links. If I'm lucky. Wow. Sometimes lucky. And another snapshot of my character. We are still far from being a hero, but we are definitely not a zero. With the new bow and quiver, our damage has increased significantly and it is immediately felt. This build has become much more enjoyable. I've also leveled up my character, and that too has had a bigger impact on the feel of the build and my motivation. I still have a lot of work ahead of me though. I need to find Heat Shiver and get my first Void Stones. I need more essences for crafting. I also have to farm Syndicate because I need to kill Katarina and get the options I need for bench crafting. Also don't forget about Alva because I need double corruptions. And of course Lucky Drop. I've got big plans, but all this will be in the next episode. And for now I'll say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Also, I will be very grateful for your likes, subscriptions, and comments. And if you have any questions, join my Discord channel. The link you will find in the description of this video. Bye everyone, and see you in new videos.